what would be the core sentiment of the record, if you could describe it, or what do you think that people could describe it as?
I don't know. I just think of it. When I finished the record, I felt that it had something, that had moved from something very, very personal to something more human, and is something that could be comforting to more people than me, and that people could relate to.
Would it be maybe a post-breakup record or something? If you
A what?
A post-breakup record?
Of course, yeah. I mean, that's the one story that runs through the record, more or less. But I think that its purpose, if it has a purpose, and I like my records to have, or my songs to have a purpose, then it would be to give some sort of comfort to people.
Have you been through a period of grief? Because now maybe you describe it from the side, but have you been more personally involved in the whole process before the making of this record?
Yeah, of course. I don't want to go too much into the details of that, though. But
no, you don't have to. But just from maybe, do you need time? Need some time to translate maybe the feelings that you.
Of course, yeah, and I think that's also something that's important on the record, is that we all look for some sort of instant closure after a breakup. And there is this idea that you do this one thing and then you're fine. You move to the other side of the world, or you start dating someone else and everything will just be good. But it doesn't work like that, I think. I think it's a kind of a harmful idea that we have in our minds.
And the writing of an album about it, does that?
It helps in a way, yeah, I would say so. But I think the main thing about that is that we learn to live with it in a way, or to carry the broken heart gracefully, as I sing on the record.
Do you know, with this record, maybe the distance you take from the whole subject, is that a good ground to be on, maybe for future writings, or will maybe your next record be in a whole different mood again, do you think? Or if you can
yeah, I mean, I have absolutely no idea where I'm heading after this, but it's funny. I mean, people are wondering, the few people I've talked to so far, I wondered if this is what it's now going to be like from now on. And I don't feel like I have anything against what my music was like in the past. I have no problem with the songs that I've written before, and I wouldn't have any problem with moving back in that direction, or moving in a completely whole new direction for that matter. I'm very, very comfortable with my old songs, and I feel like this record just adds a new dimension. Like, especially when you play live now, I feel it's really fun to mix these new songs with the old songs.
You can have a dialogue between the two.
Between the young Jens and the old Jens. I don't know if you read the small talk blog that I have, but I posted a Skype conversation between myself, age 17, and myself, age 30, last year. I don't know if you read that. But
I didn't read that, but that was about that?
Yeah, that was a conversation between myself, age 17 and age 30. So yeah, you're onto something there.
What did you discover in that dialogue, do you think?
Just different perspectives on how to create and love and life and self-esteem, stuff like that. Yeah, it was a short conversation. It was mostly fun, but
it was started with a conclusion, maybe. Yeah, maybe now that you mentioned it, is age for you, is that a thing that you're very aware of? Maybe also as an artist, maybe you at one moment you were a young, promising artist. Now you're already a bit more established or old. Quoting, but is that an issue for you?
No, not at all. I felt like I was old when I was 17 too. I felt kind of. I'm so glad I don't have the pressure on me to do drugs and stuff like that. That's very, because I don't like doing drugs and stuff like that. So it's very nice to not have that pressure on me, that I can just sit at home and read books and it's completely acceptable.
Mhm.